Welcome to the 2022 Best Tax Software Awards from The College Investor. I'm your host, Justine, and today we have created 14 categories for tax software in 2022. And let's be honest, there were so many different changes in 2021. I mean, we thought that we would be better off than we were in 2020, and some things were still kind of a bummer. Unemployment claims were still high and thus affecting how we were filing our taxes, including things like still receiving stimulus payments or the administrative forbearance placed on student loans. And all of those things financially can impact how you file your taxes and what type of refund, if any, that you would be getting this year. So let's go ahead and cover these different categories for the Best Tax Software Awards ceremony. This is kind of the first time that we are doing this type of video, but I'm really excited about it. So let's go ahead and jump into our first category. First, let's talk Best Overall Tax Software. And the winner in this category, hands down, is TurboTax. TurboTax just had the best user experience. It had the best capabilities and just utility overall. No matter what your filing situation may be, TurboTax was able to get the job done and do it in a very beautiful way, I might have to add. Just very well designed. Even though it comes at a premium price, it definitely is worth the cost if you are into doing your own taxes and you have a bunch of forms. They just made it really easy. The runner-up in this category goes to H&R Block. They also have a premium feel. Their price is slightly less than TurboTax, and if you hop into the tax software early, then you're going to get the deepest discount with them as well. Our next category is Best Free Tax Software. Now, finding truly free tax software is a bit of a unicorn these days. Even though it may say free in the name, you may have to pay additional for things like state returns, or if you have additional forms, you may have to upgrade to a paid tier. Now, the winner in this category definitely goes to Cash App Taxes. This was formerly known as Credit Karma Taxes and then changed hands. They got bought out. It's still the same software. There's a couple little changes. You'll have to check out our complete review on Cash App Taxes. But overall, if you are wanting a truly free filing situation, that is the winner in this category. Runner-up is H&R Block. They actually have a pretty robust free version. So if you want to claim things like unemployment income, if you have stimulus payments, if you have student loan interest deductions that you want to take, all of that is included in the free version for H&R Block. The next category is Best Tax Software for maximizing credits and deductions. Now, historically, you used to have to itemize your tax return in order to maximize these things, and now you really can take that standard deduction and also go through the tax software prompts. And we looked for tax software that could really guide you towards maximizing these credits and tax deductions. Therefore, the winner in this category is Cash App Taxes. Cash App Taxes supports most tax situations, and even if you have a slightly complicated situation where maybe you have a ton of forms, they really helped guide the tax filer into figuring out how to maximize those credits and deductions. The runner-up in this category goes to Free Tax USA. Even though you have to pay $15 to file your state return, Free Tax USA is the quintessential bargain tax software out there, and we found that their dashboard actually was helping users maximize their credits and deductions as well. Even though you had to pay 15 bucks for the state return, is really a bang for your buck, and that's why the runner-up goes to Free Tax USA. Our next category goes to Best Tax Software for Student Loan Borrowers. Even though federal student loan payments and interest were on pause for 2021, those of us who still had private student loans were still paying on that interest. And so we wanted to single out the tax software that really helped people take advantage of that student loan interest deduction. And the winner in this category goes to the free version of TurboTax. Now, in order to qualify for the free version of TurboTax, you really had to have a very simple filing situation. So if you just had a W-2 and you wanted to claim that student loan interest form, and that's it, there you go. That's it for TurboTax for the free version, but you have to watch out for any of the gotchas. If you had dependent care costs, if you contributed to an IRA, if you had a health savings account, any of those things would actually bump you up into the paid version. We also had 2 runner-ups in this category, and that goes to the free version of H&R Block and also to Cash App Taxes, because those things were also included in the free version of H&R Block, and to Cash App Taxes, because that truly is the only free tax software available this year, and you're able to claim that student loan interest deduction in both cases. Our next category is best tax software for cryptocurrency traders. If you have crypto and you need to claim it on your tax return, the winner in this category goes to TurboTax Premier. So yes, you are going to have to pay for the TurboTax Premier version. It also allows you to import those transactions and those forms from your crypto trading. So it makes it really easy to sync that up. Our runner-up in this category is TaxAct Premier. You can actually have your total capital gains summarized in a single line by attaching your form into the software. So it just streamlines things. It's a little bit of a backdoor process, but that's why TaxAct Premier is our runner-up. Our next category is best tax liability calculators for crypto and NFT traders. If this is you, then you'll want to pay attention to our winner in this category, which is Zen Ledger. Zen Ledger actually offers free support for up to 25 transactions. So if you've dabbled in a few crypto or NFT trades this past year, then this calculator is really going to help you out. Our runner-ups go to CryptoTrader.tax and TaxBit. CryptoTrader.tax actually allows for anywhere between 100 to 1,500 transactions, and anyone who has struggled to stay on top of their taxable liabilities should definitely check out TaxBit. Our next category is best tax software for stock market investors. If you invest in different brokerage accounts, then you know how much of a pain it is to gather all of those forms and then try to upload or manually type in those forms into your tax software. So the winner in this category goes to H&R Block Premium, with our runner-up going to TurboTax Premier. Now, the reason why we chose H&R Block Premium is because you can easily import those forms and link your brokerage accounts, which saves a ton of time. And given that TurboTax is slightly more than H&R Block, we felt that the best bang for your buck if you are an investor and have those 1099 forms is to go with H&R Block Premium. Our next category is best tax software for landlords. If you have rental properties that you need to input into your tax return, the winner in this category goes to TaxSlayer Classic. TaxSlayer continues to improve year over year. In fact, we can compare it many times to premium tax software like H&R Block or TurboTax, but it has a better price. So it kind of falls in between this premium experience, but also in this bargain kind of category. It meets right in the middle. So if you're truly wanting that value and the experience, TaxSlayer Classic is perfect for those who have rental properties. The runner-up in this category is Cash App Taxes, because you can claim this and file your taxes truly free through Cash App Taxes. Just be aware, if you have multi-state filing situation, you won't be able to do that with this software. All right, the next category is best tax software for side hustlers. So if you started a side gig, if you were driving, doing rideshare apps, you definitely have to put that on your tax return. So which tax software actually won this category. It's Cash App Taxes. Of course, you're going to see Cash App Taxes win in several different categories because of the truly great filing experience it provides, and also it's free. So Cash App Taxes makes it really easy for side hustlers to report their income and calculate exactly how much taxes they might have, and also report any quarterly tax payments that you may have made in the past year. The runner-up in this category goes to TaxSlayer Classic because it really fits in between that bargain software experience, but also it's a premium experience. It falls right in the middle. It really does support side hustlers without overwhelming them with the way that they guide the tax filers inside of their software. All right, the next category is Best Tax Software for Self-Employed. So if you're self-employed, truly full-time, you're going to want to take a look at our winner, which is TaxSlayer for Self-Employed. TaxSlayer continues to really improve its product, and if you're self-employed, you know that it can be very confusing with having a Schedule C form, reporting your income and your expenses, all of those things. TaxSlayer makes it really simple. The runner-up to this is TurboTax for Self-Employed. Now, TurboTax definitely is our best overall winner, and that's because it truly has the greatest user experience on the inside, but you're going to be paying a premium price. The next category is Best Value for Experienced Filers. If this is not your first time filing your taxes, maybe you have just a couple of forms, or the forms that you do have, you know exactly what to do with them, then you'll want to take a look at our winner in this category, which is Cash App Taxes. Cash App Taxes, because it's free, because it's a good filing experience, everything. What I loved about Cash App Taxes that was different than the rest of the dashboards that I've seen is that everything is kind of in this vertical layout so that you can kind of scroll through one screen, pick and choose which areas. They really truly customize the experience for you. So in the beginning, you can say, I have a 1098 form, I have a 1099 form, and I have a W-2 form, and these are the things that I need to input. It's going to lead you directly to those forms rather than wasting your time with questions that aren't relevant to your situation. Our runner-up in this category goes to Free Tax USA. Even though Free Tax USA really isn't a premium experience, it gets rid of all the bells and whistles and just gives you that plain Jane experience. It's $15 to file your state return, but if you've done this before, it's very easy to get around Free Tax USA, and you could probably justify that $15 state return expense. Our next category is Best Tax Support from the Pros. And the winner goes to TaxHawk Pro Support. So for $24.99, you can upgrade to this Pro Support feature within the software, and it just gives you so many different opportunities to chat with a specialist. You can do unlimited phone calls, live chat, you can even screen share. So given that this is only $24.99 and to receive all of that support is really truly a great deal, and why they are our winner. Our runner-up in this category is TaxSlayer Premium. If you go with TaxSlayer Premium, then you're able to get audit support and technical support in addition to just being able to ask the right questions. I think this would be truly valuable if you have a ton of tax forms, or you have a business that you're not sure how to categorize and import forms correctly. This would be a great value as well. The next category is Best Virtual Tax Preparation. So if you don't want to leave your house and you're used to doing that in the past and working with a CPA across a desk, you still want that feature, then you'll probably be interested to know that there are tax software out there where you can literally just send them your forms and let them file and do all the filing on your behalf. Now, the winner in this category goes to TurboTax Full Service, with our runner-up going to H&R Block Virtual. I I have a feeling we are going to see this trend continue, that this is going to be a service more people gravitate towards because we are used to staying at home now, and with things changing in our environment, it might just be easier to do everything remotely. TurboTax offers this full service. You're going to pay a bigger price tag for this type of treatment, but wow, wouldn't it be great to know that you have a tax professional that has the TurboTax stamp of approval? You just upload your forms and then they send you back a prepared tax return for you to review. You can do both of those things either with our winner of TurboTax, the full service, or H&R Block virtual. And our last category is best tax software for people who are seeking a refund anticipation loan. Now, if you are wanting to get a potential tax refund faster than what the IRS can actually hand out, there's really only one winner here. We're not true fans of these types of loans because many tax software will charge you a very high interest rate, which we want to avoid. So the winner here is TurboTax, and that's mainly because they offer an interest-free refund loan to tax filers. Now, you can qualify for up to $3,000 in this refund loan. There's no fees, and then you will actually get paid out through a debit card. Just keep in mind, this is money that you're going to have to pay back. So if you can wait, that would be your best bet. Otherwise, the winner here is TurboTax. So depending on your filing situation, you may find one of these tax software is truly the best overall tax software for you, but there are a ton of different situations in which you might gravitate towards one software over another. We found this year that TaxSlayer and Cash App Taxes actually replaced H&R Block in a lot of different categories because they've improved so much on their software that they're starting to compete with H&R Block. So really what we're going after is good experience versus a good price point, and that's something you're going to have to weigh out for yourself. Thanks so much for watching this year's Tax Software Awards ceremony. I hope you enjoyed it. We really enjoy doing these thorough tax software reviews, so you don't have to. Be sure to check out all of those reviews at thecollegeinvestor.com.